Welcome to Audiobook Summary Pro, the place where we break down powerful books into detailed, easy-to-understand summaries. In today's episode, we're diving into Atomic Habits by James Clear, a groundbreaking book that shows how small, incremental changes can lead to big transformations. Whether you're looking to break bad habits or build new ones, this summary will give you all the insights you need to make lasting change in your life. Let's jump right in. Chapter 1. The Surprising Power of Atomic Habits. In the first chapter, James Clear introduces the concept of atomic habits. The word atomic refers to the idea that these habits are both small and incredibly powerful. Small, consistent improvements, when compounded over time, can lead to remarkable results. He uses the example of a plane flying from Los Angeles to New York. A tiny change in the plane's trajectory could mean the difference between landing in the correct city or somewhere far off course. Similarly, small changes in your daily habits can lead you in the direction of success or failure over time. Clear stresses that it's not the big changes or grand resolutions that make the difference. It's the little habits, the ones that often go unnoticed, that compound and have a profound impact on our lives. Chapter 2. How Habits Work. Clear goes on to explain the science behind habits in Chapter 2. Every habit works through a four-step cycle: cue, craving, response, and reward. Cue. This is the trigger that initiates the habit. It could be something external, like seeing a coffee shop, or internal, like feeling stressed. Craving. This is the desire or motivation behind the habit. It's the feeling you get when you think about the outcome, like the energy you expect from drinking coffee. Response. This is the actual behavior, the action you take. In this case, it's drinking the coffee. Reward. This is the feeling you get from completing the habit, whether it's the satisfaction of the caffeine kick or simply the sense of accomplishment. Clear explains that understanding this cycle is crucial because it allows us to identify where we can intervene. For example, if you want to break a bad habit, you can remove the cue or replace the craving. If you want to build a good habit, you can find ways to make the cue more obvious or the reward more satisfying. Chapter 3. The First Law. Make it obvious. In Chapter 3, Clear introduces the first law of behavior change. Make it obvious. The idea is that you can't change a habit if you don't notice it in the first place. The key to building new habits is to design your environment in a way that makes your desired habits obvious. For example, if you want to develop a habit of reading more books, place the book on your pillow so that it's the first thing you see before bed. Clear also introduces the concept of habit stacking. This is where you take a current habit you already do regularly and stack a new habit on top of it. For example, after you brush your teeth, a habit you already do, you could immediately practice a few minutes of meditation. By making the cue for your desired habit more visible and obvious, you're setting yourself up for success. Chapter 4. The Second Law. Make it attractive. The second law of behavior change is make it attractive. Clear explains that the more appealing a habit is, the more likely you are to stick with it. Motivation plays a big role in how much effort you put into a habit. One way to make a habit more attractive is to link it to something you already enjoy. This is called temptation bundling. For example, if you love watching Netflix but want to work out more, you could only allow yourself to watch your favorite show while on the treadmill. By bundling the habit with something enjoyable, you make it more likely to stick. Clear also introduces the idea of dopamine-driven feedback loops. Dopamine is the feel-good chemical released in your brain when you experience pleasure. When you pair your new habit with a reward that triggers a dopamine release, your brain starts associating the habit with positive feelings, making it easier to repeat. Chapter 5. The third law. Make it easy. The third law of behavior change is make it easy. This law is all about reducing friction, making it as easy as possible to perform your new habit. One way to do this is by reducing the number of steps required to complete the habit. Clear emphasizes the importance of starting small. He suggests starting with habits that are so easy they almost seem laughable. For example, if you want to start a habit of exercising, begin with just one push-up a day. It sounds trivial, but the point is to get started, and once you begin, you'll naturally want to do more. Clear also talks about the power of automation and environment design. For example, if you want to eat healthier, make sure to keep nutritious foods within easy reach and remove temptations from your home. The goal is to make the good habits the easiest choice and the bad ones the hardest. Chapter 6. The fourth law. Make it satisfying. The fourth and final law of behavior change is make it satisfying. Clear explains that humans are more likely to repeat behaviors that are immediately rewarding. If a habit doesn't feel satisfying, you'll struggle to maintain it. This is where the concept of habit tracking comes in. By tracking your progress and celebrating small wins, you create a visual cue of your success, which makes the habit more rewarding. He suggests using a habit tracker, where you mark an X on the calendar every day you complete the habit. This simple act provides immediate satisfaction, which reinforces the behavior and encourages you to keep going. Clear also explains the power of reinforcement. When you reward yourself immediately after completing a habit, you create a positive feedback loop that makes it easier to repeat the behavior. Chapter 7. How to break bad habits. While Atomic Habits is primarily about building good habits, Clear doesn't leave us hanging when it comes to breaking bad ones. The key to breaking a bad habit is to reverse the 4 laws. Here's how you can apply this. Make it invisible. Remove cues that trigger the bad habit. If you want to stop eating junk food, stop keeping it in the house. Make it unattractive. Reframe the way you think about the bad habit. Remind yourself of the negative consequences of engaging in it. Make it difficult. Increase the friction needed to perform the bad habit. For example, if you want to stop spending so much time on your phone, put it in another room while you work. Make it unsatisfying. Find a way to make the bad habit feel unrewarding. You can use accountability partners or habit contracts to create consequences for not following through. Chapter 8. The Gold Mine of Habits. In the final chapters, Clear explains how to build a system of habits that align with your long-term goals. He introduces the concept of identity-based habits, focusing not on what you want to achieve, but on who you want to become. Instead of setting a goal like, I want to lose weight, shift your identity to, I am a healthy person. This small shift in mindset helps you focus on the process rather than the outcome. Over time, your habits will reflect your desired identity, and success will follow. And there you have it, a detailed look at Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book is a powerful tool for anyone looking to improve their life through small, consistent changes. Whether it's building good habits or breaking bad ones, the strategies in Atomic Habits offer practical, science-backed advice to help you get where you want to be.
If you enjoyed this summary and found it helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more book summaries. Let us know in the comments, what habit are you working on building or breaking? We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep growing, keep improving, and remember, small habits lead to big results.